Welcome to PSLE Maths, where you find solutions to PSLE math problems. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for notification. Thank you. Let's look at a 5-mark question from CHIJ school. This was asked by one of our subscribers. This is a 2019 SA1 paper. This is question number 17. At first, the ratio of the number of marbles in bag A to the number of marbles in bag B was 4:5. After Zachary took out 16 marbles from bag A and took out 30 marbles from bag B, the ratio of the number of marbles in bag A to the number of marbles in bag B was 8:9. How many marbles were there in bag B at first? How many marbles were there altogether in the end? This question we are going to do in two different methods. The first method is for kids who are slightly stronger in algebra, and this is the faster and easier method. The second method would involve guess and check in ratio, which does not involve any algebra. So now let's chart out bag A and bag B. At first, the ratio was 4:5. So let's assume them to be 4 units and 5 units. After removing 16 marbles from bag A and 30 marbles from bag B, in the end, it would have 4 units minus 16 in bag A, 5 units minus 30 in bag B. But now the new ratio is 8:9. This is where the algebra part comes in. So we know that cross multiplication, which means if they are in the ratio 8:9, 9 times, which is in 8 parts, and 8 times the one which is in 9 parts, they should be equal. So 9 times 4 units minus 16 is equal to 8 times 5 units minus 30. So if we expand this, 9 times 4 units is 36 units minus 9 times 16 is 144. This must be equal to 8 times 5 units is 40 units minus 8 times 30 is 240. So the difference in terms of units is 40 units minus 36 units is 4 units, and 240 minus 144 is 96. So 4 units is equal to 96. There we get the value for 1 unit equal to 96 divided by 4, which is 24. First part of the question is how many marbles were there in bag B at first. In bag B at first there were 5 units. So 5 units is equal to 5 times 24, which is 120 marbles. That's the answer for part A. Part B, how many marbles were there altogether in the end? In the end, we see that there are 4 units minus 16 in bag A and 5 units minus 30 in bag B. So together is 9 units minus 46. So 9 units is 9 times 24 minus 46, which is 216 minus 46. It is 170 marbles altogether in the end. So this is the easier method and this is the first method. Let's now look at the second method of solving this same problem. So here we have the same bag A and bag B, and at first the ratio is 4:5. After removing 16 marbles from bag A and 30 marbles from bag B, we have in the end the ratio is 8:9. We notice that when we remove 16 marbles and 30 marbles, the highest common factor between 16 and 30 is 2. We want to represent whatever is removed also in terms of units. So the highest common factor between 16 and 30 we get is 2. So we will take 1 unit is equal to 2. Which means removing 16 marbles can be represented as removing 8 units. Likewise, removing 30 marbles can be represented as removing 15 units. Now, after removing 8 units and 15 units, we need to have the before ratio as 4 is to 5 and after ratio as 8 is to 9. We have to maintain those ratios. Now we have to find out what numbers, not number of units, would satisfy that equation. Let's start with in the end has ratio 8 is to 9. So let's have the same 8 units and 9 units. If in the end has 8 units, if we before taking away the 8 units of marbles, at first should have been 16 units in bag A. That means correspondingly in bag B should be 20 units. But 20 minus 15 units would be only 5 units in the end and not 9 units as in this case. So that is not a feasible solution. Now let's try the next number. It's just like a guess and check. So now we try the 8 is to 9 end ratio as 16 units and 18 units. So 16 units in bag A before taking out 8 units would have been 24 units. If bag A is 24 units at first, bag B should have been 30 units. 30 minus 15 units, answer is 15 units. But here in the end we have 18 units. So this is also not a feasible solution. Now let's try in the end 24 units and 27 units in bag A is to bag B. So bag A, 24 units before taking out 8 units would have been 32 units. And correspondingly bag B should have been 40 units. 40 minus 15 should have been 25 units, but in this case it is 27 units. So this is also not a feasible solution. So let's next try the 8 is to 9 ratio as 32 units to 36 units. 32 units before taking away 8 units should have been 40 units, and correspondingly the 4 is to 5, the bag B should have been 50 units. 50 minus 15 is 35 units, but in here in the end we have 36 units in bag B. So this is also not the right solution, but then we are very close. So next we take in the end 8 is to 9 as 40 units and 45 units. So before taking away 8 units from bag A would have been 48 units. And correspondingly 4 times 12 is 48, so 5 times 12 is 60 units. So 60 units minus 15 units is 45 units, which is correct because that end ratio is still maintained as 8 is to 9. So now all the ratios also are remaining correct, and the whatever is removed is also in terms of units. That is it. So now we have got the correct ratio. The first ratio is 48 is to 60. Now we can represent that as 48 units and 60 units. Similarly, in the end, 40 units and 45 units. So the question is, how many marbles were there in bag B at first? At first, bag B has 60 units. So we already assumed 1 unit is equal to 2. So 60 units is 120 marbles. Next question is, how many marbles were there altogether in the end? In the end, 40 units plus 45 units is 85 units. 85 times 2, which is 170 marbles in the end. So we would get the same answer either ways. But this method is without using algebra, but using guess and check. And this is good if you have a good understanding of the ratios. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel for more problem sums. If you have a specific question that you would like to see a video on, please post it in the comment section. Thank you.